Are you struggling where to use he goes to the school or he went to the school, whether he is going to the school? So, which sentence to use where? So, you are at the right place if you struggle with this problem area. So, here, yes, in this class, we are going to learn the most demanding topic, tenses, in very detail. And at the end of the lesson, I can assure you that you will never ever be facing problem with tenses. I will be going in detail, along with it explaining its usages, and at the end there is something coming for you, that is the exercises related to each tense along with the answer key. What more you want? So let's begin. I am Pallavi Dhingra, an English trainer by profession. I have been teaching online from last 10 years, and I have a rich experience of dealing with students from various countries across the world, and I really love to teach, and I feel so happy if somebody improves through my teaching. So let's share and increase your domain of tenses. Now, there are 12 types of tenses. Though there are three in main, then these three tenses are further divided into four types, each one of them. So total it makes up to 12 tenses. So number one, it is simple present tense. Also we call it as present indefinite. Number two, present continuous or present progressive. Number three, present perfect. Number four, present perfect continuous or present perfect progressive. Similarly, it goes with the other two tenses also, with past and future. Let's see. Simple past or past indefinite, past continuous or past progressive, past perfect, past perfect continuous, or past perfect progressive. Now the last tense, that is for future, it will be simple future or future indefinite, future continuous or future progressive, future perfect continuous, or future perfect progressive. Now, before moving towards the tense, for each of the tense, I will be sharing the rules for three sentence types. That is positive sentences, negative sentences, and interrogative sentences. Now, what are positive sentences? Let's see few examples. Like, I am going to the school, I help him, I play outside. So the normal sentences, you can say they are positive sentences. Now, what are negative sentences? Where not will come. Like, she does not play with me, we do not go outside, and next it is, I do not help him. So here, not is coming, so they are negative sentences. Next it is interrogative. Interrogative sentences are those where there is a question mark. For example, why are you playing outside? Do you help him? Is she playing with you? So the sentences where the question mark will come, those sentences, they are interrogative sentences. So for each tense, we are going to study the rules for positive, negative, and interrogative. Okay, so let's start with the first tense, that is simple present tense. Simple present tense. Also, we call it as present indefinite. So, the rule for positive sentences is singular subject plus verb first form plus s or es plus object. The other rule is plural subject plus verb first form plus object. Singular subject means something that is one, like he, she, it. And plural subject means something that is more than one, like we, they, our. Okay, now let's see the examples. With the singular subject, it will be he, then the verb will be go, and I'm going to add either s or es, so here it will be he goes. Now the object will be to school. So the whole example will be he goes to school. Let us take the similar example in plural. So in plural it will be we go. Here I won't be adding s or es because it is not in the rule. So we go to school. He goes to school, we go to school. Now let's see few more examples in positive. That is, I teach English. Now here is the catch. I is singular, but I have used what? Teach. I didn't say teachers. So there is a note point, an exception, that with I and you, we use the rules of plural. So I will not say I teaches English. I will say I teach English. Similarly, it is you learn English, not you learn English. So let us see three more examples related to the same tense in positive. That is, my sister loves me. She plays outside. My son annoys me. So here with the plural, I am not adding s or es, and it's singular. In the verb, I'm going to add s or es. Now let's move towards the next rule, that is negative sentences. Now for negative sentences, the rule is singular subject plus does not plus verb first form plus object. And the other rule is plural subject plus do not plus verb first form plus object. Now let us see the example. He does not cook the food. The same example in plural. They do not cook the food. So only the difference in the usage of does or do. So if it is singular, you are going to use does, and if it is plural, you are going to use do. Now let us see three more examples with it. They does not go to the office. Next, with I do not play with him. Next, it is with my brother does not study well. So here I have used, whether it is with the singular subject or plural subject, does or do. Now let's move towards the third sentence type, that is interrogative. So the rules for interrogative will be does plus singular subject plus verb first form plus object followed by a question. The other rule is do plus plural subject plus verb first form plus object followed by a question mark. So the example it is, I'm going to take the same example. Does she play outside? Do they play outside? So I have used does or do depending whether it is singular or plural. Now let us take three more examples. Does she learn English? Do they learn English? Do I sleep well? So here are the three examples. Now comes the usage, very important, where we will be using this tense. We will be using this tense, number one, repeated actions. The actions that keep on repeating, like I cook the food, I play, I go to office, I clean the house. So they are something like repeated actions. I do it daily. Next, it is daily routine. The similar way, the actions that you do daily, repetition is there. So there comes under simple present tense. And the number one last, it is universal truth. Universal truth, it is like something that is not going to change, whether it is in present, past or future. For example, the sun rises in the east. The earth revolves around the sun. So these two sentences, they are universal truth. They are not going to change in present, past or future. Okay, so I wonder now simple present tense is clear to you. Let's move towards the next tense. That is simple past tense. Simple past tense, the rule for positive sentence, it is subject plus verb second form plus object. So here I just mentioned subject. I didn't say whether it is singular subject or plural subject. So with that means the rule will go for both the subjects. Subject plus verb second form plus object. Okay, let us see the example. First with the singular sentence type. She ate the food. Now with the plural, they ate the food. So the same rule will be followed for both the sentence types. And here the catch is in all the 12 tenses, only in simple present, that too only in positive, verb second form comes in. Okay, now let's see 3 examples related to this tense. I came here. Next, you went to the school. Next it is, he took my bag. Now let's move towards the negative sentences. Negative sentence, the rule will be subject plus did not plus verb first form plus subject. Now this is the catch. After did not, we are using verb first form. Most of the people, they do this error that after did not, they use verb second form, even after knowing the rules. So the example will be, she did not help me. I'm using verb first form. The other rule is, they did not help me. Now let us see 3 examples. Number 1 will be, I did not play with him. She did not cook the food. Next, he did not love me. So here, after did, I have used verb first form. Now the rule for the interrogative. Interrogative, the rule will be did plus subject plus verb first form plus subject followed by a question mark. Did she cook the food? Did they help him? So here the same rule for whether it is the singular subject or the plural subject. Let us see 3 examples. Did she apply for the job? Did he help him? Did he follow the rules and regulations? So now the usage. Usage, it is very simple. The things that happened in the past. We use simple past tense with it. Now it is future tense or future indefinite. The rule, it is subject plus will or shall plus verb first form plus object. The rule says after will I am going to use verb first form. Also the traditional rule, it is that with I or we can only use shall. But now the rules have been updated. With I or we can use will or shall both. Okay, so let's see the example. He will cry for this. Next it is, they will break the glass. Now let us see 3 examples. I shall go outside. Next it is, we will swim together. Next, I will bear him. So now the rules for negative sentences. Subject plus will not or shall not plus verb first form plus object. Also, I can use it in the contraction, that is subject plus won't or shan't plus verb first form plus object. And the rules, it is he won't help me. Then other it is she shan't help him. Now let us see three examples. That is, number one, they won't play together. Next it is, she shan't sing the song. Next it is, they will clean the house. Now the rules for interrogative will be will or shall plus subject plus verb first form plus object. So here it will be, will she put the clothes? Next it will be, shall we cry for this? Now let us see three examples. Number one, it will be, will they travel together? Next it will be, shall they cook the food? Next it is, shall we call him? Now where we will be using this tense? When something happens in the future. So we will be using simple future tense. Now the next, it will be present continuous tense. Present continuous tense, or we also call it as present progressive. The rule, it is singular subject plus is plus verb first form plus ing plus object. The other rule is plural subject plus are plus verb first form plus ing plus object. And the next rule, it is I plus am plus verb first form plus ing plus object. Now let us see the example with all the three of them. Number one, with the singular subject. He is taking the shower. Next it is, I am crying for this product. Next it is, they are singing in the choir. So here, depending on whether it is singular subject, plural subject or I, the helping verb is changing. Now let us see three more examples with each one of them. We are finding the key. Next it is, I am growing this plant. Next it is, she is watering the tree. So here are the three examples. Next it is for negative sentence type. The rule will be singular subject plus is plus not plus verb first form plus subject. The other will be plural subject plus are plus not plus verb first form plus subject. Then it is I plus am plus not plus verb first form plus subject. Also, I can give all these three rules in contraction as well. That is singular subject plus isn't plus verb first form plus subject. Plural subject plus aren't plus verb first form plus subject. Then it is I plus ain't plus verb first form plus ing plus object. Now the examples are, she is not going to help you. They are not listening to us. I am not teaching him. Now let us see three more examples. That is, she is not calling you. We are not playing outside. Next it is with I. I am not writing the letter. Now next the rules, it is with the interrogative sentence. That is plus singular subject plus verb first form plus ing plus subject followed by a question mark. Then it is are plus plural subject plus verb first form plus ing plus subject followed by a question mark. Next it is am plus I plus verb first form plus ing plus object followed by a question mark. Let us see the example. Number one, it is she opening the door? Next, are we closing the gate? Next, am I looking outside? So these are the examples for the rules. Let us see three more examples. That is she watching the mobile? Are we eating the food together? Next, am I looking for him? So now where we will be using this tense? We will be using this tense when we know the starting as well as the ending time and the action is continuous in that time period. Suppose I know that at 6 o'clock I went for a walk and by 7 o'clock I will be back. So I will be using in that time period I am walking. Why? Because I know the starting time, I know the ending time and the action is continuous in that time period. Okay, now let us move towards the next tense, that is past continuous tense or past progressive. The rule will be for positive sentences, singular subject plus was plus verb first form plus ing plus object. The other rule will be plural subject plus were plus verb first form plus ing plus object. Let us see the examples. She was helping me. Next it is they were looking for him. Now let us see 2 to 3 examples. She was driving the car. Next it is we were choosing the gift. Next it is I was closing the door. Now let us see the rules for negative sentences, that is singular subject plus was plus not plus verb first form plus ing plus object. The other rule is plural subject plus verb plus not plus verb first form plus ing plus object. Now the rules in contraction can be singular subject plus wasn't plus verb first form plus ing plus object, plural subject plus weren't plus verb first form plus ing plus object. Now let us see the examples. She wasn't drinking the water. They weren't eating the food. Let us see 3 more examples. That is, he wasn't filling the bottle. Next, they weren't catching the thief. Now let us see the rules for interrogative sentences. Was plus singular subject plus verb first form plus subject. The other rule will be were plus plural subject plus verb first form plus subject. Now the examples will be, was my mother eating the food? Next, were they standing outside? Now let us see 3 more examples. Was she cooking the food? Were they playing with him? Next, Was he sleeping in his crib? So now where we will be using this tense? When we know the starting as well as the ending time and the action is continuous in that time period. For example, I have to say yesterday from 2 to 3 I was outside for a movie. So how I can say I was watching the movie, because you know at what time you went and you know at what time you come back. So you know the starting as well as the ending time, and the action was continuous in that time period. Future continuous or future progressive. The rule for positive sentence will be subject plus will be or shall be plus verb first form plus ing plus object. Let us see the examples. She will be bringing the food. We shall be writing the work. Let us see 3 more examples. He will be cooking the food. I shall be running outside. Next it is, they will be finding the key. For negative sentence, the rule will be subject plus will not plus be or shall not plus be plus verb first form plus ing plus object, or in contraction I can say subject plus shan't or won't plus be plus verb first form plus ing plus object. Let us see the examples. She won't be voting tomorrow. Next it is, we shan't be going with him. Let us see 3 examples. They won't be eating the food. Next it is, she shan't be finding the work. Next it is, they won't be helping him finding the keys. Now where we will be using this tense? When we know the starting time and the ending time and the action is continuous in that time period, in the future. Suppose tomorrow between 2 to 3 I will be busy. So I can say I will be doing some work. That means I know the starting, I know the ending time, and the action is continuous in that time period. Now let us see present perfect tense. Now the rule for positive sentence will be singular subject plus has plus verb third form plus object, plural subject plus have plus verb third form plus object. So here in this we are going to use the verb third form, that is past participle. Now let us see the examples. He has driven the car. Next it is, they have cooked the food. Let us see 3 examples. She has gone outside. Next it is, we have helped him. Next it is, I have worked on this project. So here also with I am using have, not has. Now the next rule with the negative sentences. Singular subject plus have not plus verb 3 plus object. Next it is plural subject plus has not plus verb 3 plus object. Now the rules with the contraction form, it is singular subject plus hasn't plus verb 3 plus object, plural subject plus haven't plus verb 3 plus object. Let us see the examples. She hasn't closed the door. They haven't opened the door. Next, let's see 3 more examples. She hasn't changed the clothes. Next it is, they haven't found the keys. Next, I haven't written the work. Now let us see the rules with interrogative sentences. Has plus singular subject plus verb 3 plus subject followed by a question mark. Have plus plural subject plus verb 3 plus object followed by a question mark. Let us see the examples. Has she folded her hands? Have they moved the object? Let us see 3 more examples. Has she eaten the food? Have they cleaned the floor? Next, have you helped him? Now, where do we use this tense? When the action started in the recent past and it has just finished or it is about to finish. Suppose my keys are lost sometime back, 10-15 minutes back. So I will be using the sentence over here. I have lost my keys. Also, I can say I have found my keys. That means like right now I found my keys. So here we use present perfect tense. Now the next it is past perfect tense. Past perfect tense, the rule it is subject plus had plus verb 3 plus object. So whether it is the singular subject or the plural subject, for both of them the same rule will be followed. The example will be he had driven the car. She had moved the object. Let us see 3 examples. Number 1, she had cleaned the dishes. Next, they had washed the clothes. Next, I had walked in the garden. Now, the rule with the negative sentence will be subject plus had plus not plus verb first third form plus object. So herein with the contraction, subject plus hadn't plus verb 3 plus object. Let us see the examples. They hadn't played in the garden. Next, she hadn't taught me. Let us see 3 more examples. She hadn't opened the door. They hadn't found the keys. I hadn't studied for the exam. Now the rule with the interrogative sentence type, had plus singular subject plus verb 3 plus object. Now the example will be, had she taught him? Had they opened the door? Let us see 3 more examples. Had she rung the bell? Next, had she appeared for the exam? Had they interviewed him? Now, where we use this tense? When the action started in the past and it ended in the past. For example, the action that happened long time back in the past and it has perfectly ended. Let us compare here 2 tenses, that is simple past and past perfect. Simple past, where we will be using when the action happened in the recent past, and past perfect when the action happened long time back in the past. Let us see the example. I watched the movie yesterday. He had watched the movie last year. So when something is about yesterday, so I have used simple past. When something is about last year or a long time back before that, I have used past perfect with it. Also, whenever there are two actions in the past, so the action that happened first, there we will be using past perfect, and the action that happened after, there we will be using simple past. For example, when I reached the station, the train had left. That means when I reached the station, the train had already left. So here we are going to use past perfect. Next it is future perfect tense. The rule will be subject plus will have or shall have plus verb 3 plus object. For example, he will have completed the project. They shall have joined us. Let us see three examples. They will have cried for this. She will have found the object. Next, I shall have helped him. Let us see the rules for negative sentences. Subject plus will not have or shall not have plus verb 3 plus object. Or in the contraction, the rule will be subject plus won't have or shan't have plus verb 3 plus object. Let us see examples. She won't have helped him. They won't have driven the car. Now let us see three more examples. She won't have fallen there. Next, I shan't have played with him. They shan't have cleaned the room. Now, the rules for interrogative sentences. It will be will or shall plus subject plus have plus verb 3 plus object. Let us see the examples. Will she have learned in English? Next, shall they have cooked the food? Let us see three more examples. The example will be, will I have started the project? Shall she marry to him? Next it is, will they have finished the project? Now the action that will start in the future and will end in the future perfectly. For example, I shall have completed my graduation. That means I know in the future this action will completely finish, and that too perfectly. Now let us move towards the next rule. Present perfect continuous. Now let us see the rule for positive sentences types. Singular subject plus has been plus verb first form plus ing plus object plus since or for. Plural subject plus have been plus verb first form plus ing plus object plus since or for. For example, she has been helping me for many years. They have been playing with him since 2 o'clock. So here what I have used with has been or have been, I used verb first form plus ing, and next we have added since or for to it. So for we used when there is something for a period of time, and since we use when we know the action at the start of the point. Let us see three more examples. She has been helping me for many years. They have been playing with us since 2 o'clock. Next, I have been helping him to complete this project for last 2 days. I have been living in London for 4 years. Now the rule for the negative sentences will be singular subject plus has not been plus verb first form plus ing plus subject plus censor for. The other rule will be plural subject plus have not plus been plus verb first form plus ing plus object. Now with the contraction form, the rule will be singular subject plus hasn't plus been plus verb first form plus ing plus object plus censor for. The other rule will be plural subject plus haven't plus been plus verb first form plus ing plus object. Let us see the example. She hasn't been working with us for many years. They haven't been playing with him since 1 o'clock. Let us see 3 more examples. She hasn't joined this company for the past 2 months. Next it is, they haven't been looking for him since 1 o'clock. Next, I haven't been teaching since 3 o'clock. For interrogative, the rule will be has plus singular subject plus been plus verb first form plus ing plus subject followed by the question mark. Plural subject rule will be have plus plural subject plus been plus verb first form plus ing plus subject plus censor for. Let us see the examples. Have she been playing since morning? The other example could be, shall they have been helping him for many years? Let us see 3 more examples. Shall I have been teaching for many years? Will they have been joining the company since Monday? Next it is, shall I been looking for him since 4 o'clock? Now the usage of this tense is the action that started in the past and is continued and it is still continued in present. For example, I have been teaching for 10 years. So it started in the past and still it is continued in the present. Also, I can say I have been living in London since 2020. That means I started in 2020 and now also have been living. Now let us see the rules for past perfect continuous. The rule will be subject plus had been plus verb first form plus ing plus subject, and we can use plus censor for with it. Even we can skip that. So the example will be, he had been helping me for many years. Next, they had been playing with us since 2 o'clock. Now let us see 3 more examples. I had been completing this work since morning. Next, they had been helping us for many years. Next it is, I had been cooking the food for 2 hours. For negative sentences, the rule will be subject plus had plus not plus been plus verb first form plus ing plus subject plus censor for. And next it is with the contraction, subject plus hadn't plus been plus verb first form plus ing plus object. Let us see the example. She had not been helping him for many years. They had not been looking for him. Now let us see three more examples. I had been sleeping since morning. They had been working on this project. Next it is, we had been eating the food. Now the rules for interrogative sentences will be had plus subject plus been plus verb first form plus ing plus object followed by the question mark. Had she been working with us for many years? Next, had they been finding the keys since 2 o'clock? Let us see three more examples. Had I been making this video for 2 hours? Had they been writing the project since morning? Next it is, had she been helping him for this work? Now, where we use this tense? When the action started at a certain time in the past and it continued and then it ended in the past. For example, I had been living in London for 10 years. That means I started living in the past, now it is ended, now I'm not living in London. Okay, now let's move towards our last tense, that is future perfect continuous. So the rule will be subject plus will have been or shall have been plus verb first form plus ing plus object followed by since or for, which we can even skip in some sentences. For example, he will have been traveling for this work. They will have been looking for him. Let us see three more examples. They will have been finding the keys since morning. She shall have been working on this project since 2 o'clock. They will have been playing with him. Now the rules with the negative sentence will be subject plus will not or shall not have been plus verb first form plus ing plus object plus since or for. The other rule can be subject plus won't or shan't plus have plus been plus verb first form plus ing plus object. And here also we can either skip will, for or since. Let us see examples. She won't have been helping me. They won't have been playing with us. Now let us see three more examples. I won't have been working for this project. Next, they shan't have been playing with us since 2 o'clock. Next it is, you will not have been helping me for this project. Now for negative sentence, the rule is going to be will or shall plus subject plus been plus verb first form plus ing plus object followed by since or for question mark. Here also since or for we can skip as well depending on the sentence. Let us see the example. Will she have been helping us? Next, will they have been finding the keys? Let us see three more examples. Shall they have been closing the door for him? Will they have been working on this project? Next it is, shall they have been closing the door? So here, the action that will start in the future and will continue in the future for a certain time period. For example, I shall have been living in London for 10 years. That means it might happen in the future. I will start living and I will live for 10 years. So this is where we use this tense, future perfect continuous. Now I wonder that all these 12 tenses are very clear to you. Now here I am providing you the worksheets for all the tenses. First there will be worksheet for every tense, and then at the end there will be the answer key for it. I hope it is clear to you, and I wonder now your doubts for all the tenses are clear. If you have any doubt related to any tense or any questions, feel free to ask me in the comment box. And if you like my video and you find it useful and it has a value addition to your knowledge, please do like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching.